Okay, should be good to go. Uh, yeah. Okay, let me just. Did I not list this as public? Why does it say private right here? Just wait for some people to come in. Okay. Uh, I mean, not Drexler's. Maybe Drexler's, but as of right now, not officially. Drexler's wants to hire a bad coach, so let me get him a bad coach. It's like the worst head coach. The worst one I'll allow is probably like Dylan Finnegan. There we go. We'll just do this so like the young players get preferred. No one's joining yet, so if you're in here, um, just like type in chat so I know that the stream is actually working. Oh, I see my frame rate dropping. Okay, it's coming back up. It's dropping again. Okay, that's not a good sign, but okay, looks fine now. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. The stream is working. Okay. I think that's the last rotation I got. So we should be good to start the season. My frame rate is dropping a lot. Then it's like shooting back up, and I hope it just like stabilizes. Whatever, we'll just start the season. Start with the reigning champion Hornets. Uh, yeah, I did get yours, Chips. I got a lot of I did most of them before I started the video. I just got like some last minute ones, so. Okay, and the Hornets with a really good start to the 1981 season. Alex English has a huge game. Oscar Schmidt, 31 points. McAdoo only had 17 on not great shooting, and they still won by 33. Yeah, that team is great. Let's do the Lakers. Can we go? There's the Lakers play the Nuggets 3 times in the first 2 weeks of November. That's like that's wild. Why do they play them so many times? Lakers Nuggets. And the Lakers beat the Nuggets by 9. David Thompson with 40 points. And whoa. Okay, so um so in like the first 15 or the first 13-ish games in the East, the Nets are the 1 seed, which okay, that's a bit higher than I expected them, but like for the start, that's like they're still like probably a top 3 team. But the Magic are 11-2, and the Warriors start off 11-2 as well. Wow. The Warriors. Braves also in the top 3. Spurs have 3 losses in the first 12 games, which isn't like, well, obviously that's still really good, but they had 7 total losses the entirety of last year. The Warriors are starting to fall off a bit. As we sim a bit further, the Braves are currently the 1 seed in the West. Okay, Nets still atop the East. Damn. Let's get the top 2 or the 2 1 seeds in a game right here. Braves Nets. I should have. Okay. Please be Braves ball. I should have jumped in earlier. I'm a bit rusty, and I wasn't already. I already wasn't that good at jumping in. Okay, and it is Braves ball, so the Braves do have a chance still to win this game. Which one is it? Just I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, I haven't had to load that in a long time. Okay, here we go. First jump of the season. Reese Cheeks, guarded by Lionel Hollins. To Alvin Adams in the post. James Donaldson gets scored on. And it's a 2-point game. Johnny Davis is going to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good. Johnny Davis puts the Nets up by 4. Johnny Davis has 37 points. He's averaging 25 on the season. Cheeks, guarded by Hollins. Cheeks can't get it to go. Great defense there by Hollins. And yeah, I think the Nets are going to take this one. I think you do have a couple like good shooters, but yeah, like uh Cheeks is having a good shooting season though, so I mean he's a good 3-point shooter now. Maxwell though is a non-shooter but super efficient still. Lane Beer having a great 3-point shooting season at the center position. And Alvin Adams, he's had like a couple solid shooting seasons, but he's like a really good mid-range shooter. The three-pointer isn't like crazy, but not terrible. Okay, and then like Ballard is also. So you have I think 40% three-point shooters in the starting lineup. Uh, okay, let's take a look. So on the Nets, or well, let's take a look at what happened this game. Uh, okay, for the Johnny Davis, 39-9. He had 10 turnovers, but still shot the lights out. Johnny Davis on the season's averaging 25, 9 assists. Lionel Hollins is averaging 15 assists. Jamal Wilkes is averaging 7. Why are all their assist numbers up so much? Like I get they have. Oh, okay, he sent Jamal Wilkes and Johnny Davis to playmaking camp. That's got to be a fluke though. 9 assists. I mean, his turnovers are up too. And 15 assists for Lionel Hollins. What? Uh, Playmaking is kind of broken on this team right now. Like these guys were 9. Okay, I have to look at some stuff after this. That's really weird. Okay. 9 assists and for Johnny Davis and 15 for Lionel Hollins. On the Braves side of things, actually, I didn't realize Alvin Adams is averaging 25, 12, and 12. If they're the 1 seed, MVP question mark? 25, 12, and 12. Uh, okay, very interesting. Let's keep it moving. Currently the Hornets are the 5 seed, but I mean they're like 1 game out of the 3 seed, so it's really early in the season. I wouldn't be too worried if I were the Hornets. In fact, let's do Hornets Magic because apparently the Magic are doing really well right now. Uh, and the Magic take the dub. The Hornets are still the 5 seed. And in the so the Nets and the Braves are still on top of their respective conferences. Currently, the MVP, uh, probably Alvin Adams. I mean, like he's averaging 14 assists but 5 turnovers, and yeah, I think Alvin Adams just has like I don't know. I feel like Alvin Adams has less help, so I think Alvin Adams is probably the MVP right now. Top 2 seeds in the West, Braves, Spurs, and the Braves cook them. The Braves are on a 10-game win streak. Grizzlies have got themselves in the top 4 too. It's a new era. The top 2 teams in the league are the Braves and the Nets. Let's get Braves Cavs. Uh, okay. I'll start to go a bit slower once we get down here. We've gotten through almost like 45 games already. But for the first half of the season, I don't want to spend like too much time. It's really just about like seeing how you're Okay. Okay, yeah. Larry Bird, by the way. 49% from three. Okay, Larry Bird is absurd, but yeah, currently MVP, Alvin Adams. Rookie, so Kiki Vandeweghe isn't averaging 40, but still averaging 28. Um, Michael Thompson having great. Michael Thompson's probably like the MIP or something, or Oscar Schmidt. Okay, we'll take a more of a we'll take a longer look at this stuff in a bit, but uh, yeah, Braves, Cavs, 1 point game. Oh, the Braves are. You can't really.
20. Start.
Was that a timeout? Okay, they call a timeout. They're wearing Clippers jerseys. I know the Clippers are a separate team, but like the Braves are in here through like a mod of the Clippers team. So apparently they still have like the Clippers jerseys as like an alternate. So I can't really do much about that. It's whatever.
Timeout, timeout.
And they use 2 timeouts. The timeout glitch is so annoying in 2K. Alvin Adams. Ooh, Alvin Adams scores through the double team in the post. Gus Williams. What? What was that? Alvin Adams to Cheeks. Cheeks floater is good. After missing the playoffs last year, not even really making any changes to the roster, the Braves are looking like contenders right now. Lambier in the passing lanes. Brewers sinks the first. And the second. The Braves win. 117 to 112. Ron Brewer, 26 points. Alvin Adams still averaging a 26, 13, and 12 triple-double. Cedric Maxwell. And Gerard, per 36, is like a legit all-star, and he's like their 8th man or something. Lambier is cooled off a bit from 3, but still really good, especially for his position, shooting from 3. The Braves are here. Dr. J having another great year. Everything looks pretty standard for the Cavs. It's the only real difference is like you went from Roundfield to Tree Rollins, but still obvious contenders. Bucks are the currently the 2 seed. Defense, okay, Mubs. Oh wait, I haven't really. The Lakers are okay. The Lakers are 35 and 11. Yeah. It seemed like it was just gonna be only the Lakers and Spurs in the West, but the Braves have a better record than both of them. Okay. Let's see if we can get a Lakers game. Lakers. What's a team we haven't done yet? Are the Hawks any good? No, the Hawks aren't in the playoffs yet again. The Hawks are 13 and 32. That seems really weird. Magic has really picked it up, but ML Carr is starting and averaging 9 points per game as the 3rd option. That is so. How is he this bad? How is he averaging 9 points per game as the third option? Okay. Are like the Huskies good? The Huskies are solid. I guess we'll take a look at them versus. Uh, do I want to like go a bit farther? No, I want to get a couple more games. So let's go Lakers Huskies here. The Huskies steal a game off the Lakers, and they can. Bernard King with 52. Bernard King, by the way, uh, super low volume, but he's added a three-pointer, 47% from three. If he gets that volume up, uh, yeah, he'll be just, yeah. Bernard King like he is slowly developing up. I mean, it's not like huge leaps like other young players, but he was already so good out of the gate that really didn't need to be. Uh, yeah, defensively, 3 steals per game now. He's up to 8 assists per game, still 11 rebounds a game. Yeah, Bernard King is that guy. Winters' efficiency is down for some reason, but it doesn't really matter. Uh, Everything else is clicking. Uh, Give me a second. My dad is calling me. My dad's calling. Okay. Uh, I really have to get through this, but like the first half of the season. Okay. I'm breathing. Okay. Let's go back to the Nets, I guess. Nets. The Celtics good? No, the Celtics aren't good. Okay, Nets, Hornets. Um. Oh, we can take a look at All-Star teams actually. Okay. Here are the All-Star teams. No like huge surprises. The one-time All-Stars are like the first-time All-Stars are Larry Bird and Sidney Moncrief. I don't think Magic is on there, which is interesting, but I mean the team is pretty bad. So Sidney Moncrief is an All-Star before Magic Johnson. Very interesting. Well, I guess Sidney is a guard, Magic is a forward, and okay, okay. Is there any like good games before? So the Warriors started off really hot, but aren't in the playoffs right now. So any good games before that? Um, Rockets aren't that good. Like Spurs play a good team. No. Uh, Damn, no good games. There's no like contender versus contender things. That's tough. Whatever. We'll just. So we are at the All-Star break now, and the Braves have retained the top spot in the West, and the Braves actually have the best record in the league now. Wow. Okay. Um, Let me get the full standings. So in the East, the Nets in this regular season have been like a level above every other team in the East. And following them, you got the Bucks and the Cavs, Hornets, Magic. Then Sixers are sixth, Huskies seventh, Bulls are eighth. Okay, Pacers ninth. Then you got the Heat, Pistons, Celtics. Um, and then the bottom three in the East are the Bullets, Knicks, and the Hawks are the worst in the East. The Hawks are the worst team in the East. That's wild. Uh, yeah, wow. In the West, Braves at one, Spurs and Nuggets at three, Lakers at four. Uh, and you can see all the way on the right, Spurs are on a 14-game win streak and the Nuggets are on a 10-game win streak. After that clear top four, you got the Grizzlies and Mavericks, rounding out the top six. And so it looks like the top six is going to be pretty set in stone. So we know which teams, and then since there's a play-in, those six teams are probably going to be playoff locks. Uh, at least as of right now. Obviously, trades could and different like stuff could happen to change that. And there's the rest of the conference. The Kings have 5 wins and the Timberwolves have 10. Wait, I just realized the Hawks have one more win than the Timberwolves. That's insane. Okay. Uh yeah. Oh wait, no. Wait, the Hawks have 7 more wins than the Timberwolves. I don't know why I thought they had one more. Okay, but the Hawks are still the worst team in the East. They're like fifth worst overall. Like the Knicks are also tied for like fifth worst. It's kind of wild. The Hawks have multiple 90 overalls and are that bad. Let's quickly go through stats for the Sixers. John Williamson playing pretty standard. Spencer Haywood, even though his overall dropped, I mean his efficiency dropped a bit, but he's still been really good. Maravich dropped a bit, but Brad Davis has really stepped it up for them. So yeah, the Sixers are still a playoff team right now. Uh, the Bucks, Larry Keenan 29, 15, and 5. Wow, Bridgman 19, Douglas 15, Eddie Johnson 14 and 6. Okay, Bucks are like Larry Keenan has taken another step up, and the rest of the team has been as balanced as ever. The Bulls, who have been kind of underwhelming this year. Oh wait, oh they're still starting Yeah, they need to start dragging Kikanovich over Randy Smith, for sure. But Dantley doing Dantley things. Ray Williams, uh, shooting really well from three. He's just continuing to be like a really solid like playmaking point guard, but they don't really have like a standout second scorer right now. And I think Kikanovich can be that guy, but he needs to start over Randy Smith for that to happen. The Cavs have been really good as expected. Yeah, everything looks pretty standard for them. The Celtics are still really bad, but Bird is averaging a 20 point. Okay, wait. Bird is averaging 28, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks. He is averaging 5 turnovers, but I mean, you can't be perfect. Like, aside from his turnovers, he's borderline perfect. He's been borderline perfect this year. Like, pretty much everything else is elite. Sigma having a similar year to last year. Andrew Toney needs to work on his efficiency, but he is only a rookie, so he has time. Yeah, if they can get some pieces around Bird and Sigma, like this team could be genuinely really good. Robert Reed finally, in year 4, has been efficient, so that's a step in the right direction. And uh, the Braves, who've been the best team in the league record-wise in the first half of the season, Alvin Adams, probably the MVP frontrunner right now, 26, 13, and 12 assists. Cedric Maxwell, Bill Lambier, the second-year player, Mo Cheeks, Greg Ballard, Gus Gerard. And this team has been absurd, top to bottom. Clippers, uh, Rudy T has taken a hit efficiency-wise, still averaging 19 though. Cliff Robinson, with more opportunity, has taken a leap. Makes sense. Fly Williams having a pretty good year. Mike Flynn also having a pretty solid year. The rookie G-Man, okay. Yeah, Wes Unseld. Still shooting 67% true shooting, but yeah, down to 6, 4, and 4. Uh, this is the last year of that like that huge contract. Uh, and the Hawks, who probably like one of the most disappointing teams so far, if not the most disappointing team. Yeah, everyone has just been horrendous outside of Magic and Walton. Magic averaging 26, 9, and 9. Walton averaging 26, 18, and 9, 5 blocks, but ML Carr, 9 points a game as a third option. Really? They really need to start putting some help around those two. Michael Ray Richardson. Looks like his efficiency's down a bit more to 13 three-point attempts a game. I might have to look at that. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I can let that slide. I don't usually like touch the players, but 13 three-point attempts a game, really? Okay. And he's not even like shooting great at them, so I don't think he'll be a worse player if I just make him shoot less threes. 28 and 13 for him though. Daryl Griffith looks pretty good as a rookie. Vinny Johnson better, still not great. Okay. If they get a bit of lottery luck and get a top pick. I mean, they don't even need like a top pick. They do need a couple more pieces though. The Hornets looking pretty good, and wow, Oscar Schmidt has taken the lead as the primary scorer now. Bob McAdoo is now the third option. Bob McAdoo really taking a lesser role. Mike Dabney is getting the same amount of shots as Bob McAdoo. He has a max shot tendency. Dabney has a 67 shot tendency, but they're getting the same amount of shots. What is going on? Uh, Very interesting. They're still good, but I think they need to like go through McAdoo a bit more if they want to win again. The Jazz are finally tanking Mike Woodson, looking really good as a rookie, but yeah, Earl Monroe off the bench is shooting 17% from three. It's kind of funny. 17% from three. Yeah, he's really fallen off a cliff. And the 5-win Kings, Alejandro Urgilles Gibot, he's getting a ton of shots and, as expected, not being too efficient on them. Um, yeah, this team is terrible. Not really much else to say. Uh, the Knicks have just completely fallen off. Gervin has been Gervin, but yeah, Tiny, like his wheels have he's just done. Uh, Temi Adeyemi, wow, 51% from three, but yeah, like Gervin's supporting cast is just completely disintegrated. Uh, the Lakers, David Thompson playing great, Artis Gilmore playing great, Marcus Johnson playing great, Westfall playing pretty solid, but and this Burt Coleman dude off the bench also looks pretty good, but yeah, everyone else around them isn't that good. But those top guys have been enough to like get them to a really good record. The Magic 34 and 22, I believe the 5 seed right now. Um, Interesting. So Stano's efficiency has went up by a lot, shooting the ball way less, deferring more to the other scorers, which seems to have worked really well for them. For the Mavericks, Jeff Ruland as a rookie is leading them in scoring. Interesting. Sidney Moncrief has taken a leap as a playmaker and a shooter, but Gallus is shooting the ball a lot less. They're being like really balanced with how they're distributing the shots. Uh, Very interesting. And then, of course, the Nets, who've been the second best record so far this season. Lionel Hall. So yeah, they're scoring. I mean, they do have like a couple top scorers, 25 and 24, respectively for Lionel Hollins and Johnny Davis. Jamal Wilkes at 18 points per game. Okay, but I think the main thing with them that's really interesting is how much like assists per game their big three is getting, especially Lionel Hollins, 14 a game is kind of wild. Like 7 for like yeah, these are huge playmaking leaps. They sent both of these dudes to playmaking camp, but still, that's kind of crazy. And for the Nuggets, World Be Free, 26 and 10. Okay, World Be Free having a huge season. Uh, Steve Green actually hasn't done. I mean, he's not good at all, but that's better than I thought he'd do as their starting three. Yeah, if the Nuggets just get a bit more depth, they might be the best team in the league. And very interesting for the Pacers as well. Otis Birdsong has taken over as the primary scorer. Moses, uh, his efficiency is a career high, but I think maybe from like a shot perspective, it's probably closer to like his first year in Indiana. So that's interesting. Has Alvin Hayes just stopped taking threes? Apparently he has. So that's good for them. Yeah, okay. I really need to get through this quickly. My dad's calling me. Give me a sec. Yeah, literally 2 minutes and I'm going. I really have to go. For the Grizzlies, they're finally a good team. Walter Davis having a great year. He's shooting 53% from three. Wow. Kevin McHale having a really good rookie year. Pat Cummings. Yeah, the Grizzlies finally have like a, t- a full team of pieces and not just like a couple guys and a bunch of trash players outside of them. For the Pistons, John Shoemate, interesting. 23, 9, and 5 assists, 5 turnovers, but and like pretty efficient too. So interesting from him. Freeman Williams, uh, efficiency isn't that great, especially considering like he has a low field goal percentage and the 3-point attempts are low, so he's just not been that efficient. But I mean, still 22 points per game. Truck has been pretty good. So just like a mid team. For the Huskies, Bernard King has been absurd, but um, I think come playoff time they might be a bit better because now they have like a third scorer. But we'll see. Rockets, Michael Thompson off the bench has been their leading scorer. Wow. Uh, that was super unexpected. John Long is just completely fallen off. I mean, his rebounding and playmaking is better than his rookie year, but okay, Billy Knight, true shooting 55%. Yeah, John Long's efficiency is just fallen off. Phil Ford, though, 12 assists per game. Pretty interesting. Dan Roundfield, 14 points per game. Um, the lowest since the sim has started. He hasn't like been regressing, but like his points per game has dropped every single season, which is interesting. Spurs 45 and 9, which I mean, it's still great, but not as broken as it was before. They have 2 players averaging 12 assists per game. Um, all these stat lines look pretty standard for all of their players, except for I guess John Lucas, 12 assists per game is like his career high by a lot. Uh, the Suns are as bad as ever. Cowens didn't drop by as much as I thought he would this year. Ricky Green looking pretty good, but efficiency down. So guess that like he hasn't really gotten that much better. He's just shooting the ball more and less efficiently. The Sonics, they've really underperformed. John Drew looking pretty good. Issel looking pretty good as well. Efficiency wise, though, Issel actually has fallen off quite a bit. Laskowski looking good, but guess their players have been good, just not good enough, I guess. I don't really know what to say. They've just yeah, they've underperformed for sure. The Timberwolves, Kiki Vandeweghe, 28 and 9, averaging a lot of steals and blocks. He has terrible defensive ratings though, so I have no idea um how he's doing that. Rick Mahorn looking pretty good. Mike Bryant, a generic, looking pretty good as well. Uh, yeah, they just have more. Like they have 3 players that are actually playing good. The Kings have like half a player, and honestly, Gibot is playing pretty bad. So the Kings don't have a single player that's playing good. Uh, Portland, Olberding up to 73% true shooting. Mickey Johnson looks good too. So I mean, they are even after trading Issel, they don't look as bad as you would expect. They're still like a play-in team. The Warriors, Bill Cartwright, has been the leading scorer. Purvis Short taking a huge efficiency leap. Reggie Theus is pretty good. The rookie Larry Drew has been great as a rookie, but he hasn't been like he's been solid for a rookie. Uh, Michael Cooper, pretty similar year to last year. Jim Paxson's threes have been falling more, I guess. In their first round pick this year, Michael Brooks has looked solid. But yeah, they're gonna need like a top pick so they can get like another star. Yeah, so that's it for all the stats. I guess we can quickly take a look at league leaders. Points per game. I'll go through the top 10. Gervin, King, David Thompson, Moose and Keenan, Dr. J, MMR, Adrian Dantley, Larry Bird, Oscar Schmidt, and Kiki Vandeweghe. Rebounding, Bill Walton, Artis Gilmore, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bob McAdoo, Keenan, Moses, Alvin Adams, Cartwright, Lucas, and Cowens. Assists, Hollins, Gus Williams, Michael Ray Richardson, Cheeks, Nixon, Johnny Moore, Lucas, Alvin Adams, Larry Bird, and Phil Ford. Steals, I'll just go through the top 5. Michael Ray Richardson, Sidney Moncrief, Larry Bird, Maurice Cheeks, and Michael Cooper. Blocks, Walton, Cowens, Cartwright, Gilmore, and Lucas. Guess we can take a look at field goal percentage. The top 3 in field goal percentage are all from the Blazers. Olberden, Kopchak, and Sly Williams. McMillan and Greenwood are also above 70%. There's a lot of players above 70% field goal percentage this year. 8 players. A 3-point percentage, Walter Davis, Adeyemi, Lamont Evans, who's a generic, Ray Williams, and Bernard King, but Bernard King's volume is low. Okay, so at the very least, because he actually is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, so I might nerf it a bit, but I think I'm gonna actually nerf Michael Ray Richardson's 3-point shot tendency because that's just broken. And finally, let's take a look at award races. These are the top 5 according to 2K for MVP. I think I disagree. Like Walton and Richardson, there's no way they should be in here. Gilmore isn't even the most valuable player on his own team, so why would he be up here? It doesn't really matter what the race is, though. I think it's just gonna be Alvin Adams. Rookie of the year. This is what they're saying. I'd probably lean either McHale or Ruland. Yeah, it's probably one of these two, just because like the team, the Timberwolves suck, so they're getting all the shot attempts. Sixth man of the year. I think Michael Thompson has been just really, really good off the bench for the Rockets, so probably him. Defensive player of the year, probably Bobby. Most improved, I think Schmidt, because his points per game are way up. And the last thing I'll do quickly, team stats. Best offense has been the Nets, by a couple points actually. Braves are second. We can take a look at the rest. Okay. And Hawks have a bottom 5 offense. The worst offense in the league, no surprise, is the Kings. Defense, Lakers are 1, followed by the Nuggets, Spurs, Nets, Grizzlies, Bucks. Sonics have a really good defense, actually. Their offense just is really bad. Getting to the bottom, so the Pacers are a really bad defense, which is dragging them down. The Bulls are a bottom 4 defense, which of course is dragging them down, even though they're a great offense. And the bottom 2 defenses are the Knicks and the Timberwolves. Net rating, wow, so the Nets have a 19 net rating. Wow. Lakers, Spurs, Nuggets, Braves, Bucks are all above 10. And the Grizzlies are 7th, Cavs are 8th, Hornets are 9th. Interesting. So there's 7 teams with a net rating, or there's 8 teams, 7 teams with a net rating at least 9.8, and neither of them are the Hornets or the Cavs. And the Kings, of course, have the worst net rating. Okay, so I think that's it for this stream. Thank you for tuning in. and there might be like a bit like a pretty like a couple day break between this and the next half of the season, just because like we're going into the weekdays. So yeah, I really wanted to start the season yesterday and I could wrap it up today, but just didn't work out that way, which sucks, but it is what it